The movie kicks off with this dude named Walter who's on the run, weaving through a market with a whole crew of people on his tail. Walter manages to slip his package into a mailbox, looking pretty relieved about it. But the second he steps out onto the street, boom, a van straight up mows him down. Walter's dead on the spot. His death is going to be the thing that brings his sons back together. And that next day, we see Walter's oldest son, James, at a military school, where he's training new recruits on how to hold their breath underwater. But these guys can't hack it. They're tapping out way too early. James is clearly frustrated with their performance. Then some kid comes up and drops the bomb. James's father just died. James checks out Walter's body, but honestly, he's not exactly torn up about it. Walter had 2 wives, and right now they're saying his death was a hit and run. James heads home and tells his wife about it, and he's showing zero emotion. Kat says he should tell his brother, John. John is like, neither of us talked to Walter anyway, and I haven't spoken to John in 10 years. He probably won't even care. Kat says she's going to tell him anyway. Over in Oklahoma City, we meet John, who's a cop. He gets home, and his girlfriend Denny's pissed because John never really talks to her. John promises to communicate better, but then Denny drops the real issue. She's leaving him. Turns out it's her birthday, and John completely forgot. John's crushed as Denny storms out, leaving him alone and stressed. That night, John's in his room getting wasted when Kat calls. She introduces herself as James's wife and tells him of their father's death. John didn't even know his dad was alive, and honestly, he doesn't really care. Kat invites him to the funeral tomorrow. John says he's not coming, but then 2 thugs burst in and grab him. John's like, who the hell are you and what do you want? The guys say they're looking for a package Walter sent to John. They want it. John says he didn't get any package. They mention they're with the Yakuza. John doesn't give a damn and starts fighting both of them, brutally taking them down. During the scuffle, the thugs knock over some photos, pictures of John's mom's remains, which he clearly treasured. This hits John hard. He decides right then he needs to find out what his father, Walter, was really into. Next day, we see James with his family, including his sister, Rita. John shows up and meets everyone. Things are awkward between John and James because they had different mothers, and there's been tension between the brothers since childhood. But deep down, James actually loves his little brother, John. We'll see that play out later. Both brothers notice a bunch of shady-looking guys at the funeral. They know their dad, Walter, was a private detective, which means he had plenty of enemies. Then the city's governor, Peter, gets up to speak about Walter. Turns out they were old friends, and Peter's genuinely happy to see the sons reunited. That evening, everyone gathers at the house. Peter's complimenting both brothers. Rita is still pissed at John because he didn't show up when James's mom, Maria, died a while back. They ask John about his family situation. John says he had a girlfriend, or maybe still has one. He's not really sure. He's here to find out who killed Walter because it was murder, not an accident. Plus, Yakuza thugs attacked him right after. James immediately thinks John screwed up again since he's caused major problems before. John denies it. The brothers step outside. James wants the truth because 10 years ago, John beat up a bunch of gangsters thinking they killed his mom. John fires back. You moved on with your life, but you never believed in me. He storms off, pissed. John ends up at a bar drinking. The bartender gives him a special drink. After John drinks it, he starts getting dizzy. Next thing he knows, he's brought before Mr. K, a major Japanese mob boss in Hawaii. Mr. K is furious that John's back because John beat up his guys 10 years ago when he thought they killed his mom. Mr. K makes it clear, I didn't kill your mother then, and I don't want you causing trouble now. You've got 7 days to get off the island, or I'll personally kill you and cut you up. John refuses to leave. Mr. K threatens him and cuts his face as a warning. John backs down. The next day, James goes through Walter's belongings. He finds office keys and a list with 12 random codes. Meanwhile, John's already at Walter's office, searching around, but doesn't find much useful. Then he catches someone else breaking in. John grabs the kid, beats him up, and demands to know who he is. The kid says his name's Ken, and he worked for Walter as a hacker, helping him with his private investigation cases. John asks if Walter had any major enemies. Ken's like, he was enemies with half the city. John tells him, you work for me now. Meanwhile, James checks out the murder scene. He spots a camera outside a nearby store and goes in asking for the footage. The shop guys refuse and start threatening James. He offers them money, still no. So James just starts beating the crap out of all of them. Back at the office, John and Ken are going through everything. John notices something weird about a surfboard. He checks it out and finds a hidden map. Looks like blueprints for something big, but John can't figure out what. Over at City Hall, Peter is giving a speech about developing Hawaii. Rita, who's actually his assistant, is there. John calls Rita and tells him about the map he found. Walter hid it for a reason, but he can't figure out what it's for. Rita asks for the serial number. John says he'll send it. James shows up at the office. John's surprised to see James. James admits John was right about their dad. They watch the hit-and-run footage together. It's clear the van driver deliberately hit Walter. Both brothers realize something major's going on.
They head out, trying to piece together what kind of trouble Walter got into. The van hit him on purpose, and Yakuza thugs came after John. Something big is definitely up. On their way home, a car attacks them out of nowhere. Thugs start shooting. John jumps out and returns fire, blowing up their car. The explosion takes out James's car too. James is pissed, but John is like,
"Saved your life, man."
They bail and head home. Denny calls John. She went to his place in Oklahoma to grab her stuff and found a package from some guy named Walter. John realizes this is the package that the Yakuza was after. Denny says it's just a flash drive inside. John asks her to fly to Hawaii and bring it. She agrees. Denny arrives and they're driving from the airport when Kin checks the flash drive. It's a locked crypto account. Denny knows it needs 12 codes to unlock. James gives her the codes they found in Walter's stuff. While Kin's trying to open it, a helicopter attacks their car. A bunch of thugs and vehicles show up too. They blow up the thugs' cars. Then James shoots down the helicopter. They barely survive. They pull over and check the account. Turns out there's $2 million in foreign accounts, and the account belongs to Peter. Both brothers are shocked because Peter's like an uncle to them. They realize Rico and Peter are working together. Rico's paying Peter to clear the land so Rico can build his casino. In return, Rico gave Peter $2 million. While investigating Rico and Tina's affair, Walter stumbled onto the scheme. That's why they killed him, probably with Ted's help. Meanwhile, Rita tells Peter about the map showing Rico's plan to steal Hawaiian land for a casino with help from someone in government. Peter takes the map and promises to destroy Rico. Then James and John get home and find only the kids there, terrified. Thugs came and kidnapped Kat. John gets a call from Rico. He lets John and James talk to Kat and Rita. They're tied up in a basement. If they want them back alive, they need to bring the crypto flash drive. Both brothers are furious. James shows John his weapon stash. They gear up together. The brothers hit Rico's compound and start taking out guards one by one. James and John are cutting through everyone. Rico realizes what's happening from the basement and sends Ted's crew. They face off against James. James moves forward and brutally cuts them all down. Both brothers reach the basement and find Rita and Kat. They free them. Kat says Rico escaped. John chases after Rico for revenge. Ted attacks James. They fight, and Ted's holding his own. Finally, James grabs Ted and slices him clean in half with a sword. John catches up to Rico as he's trying to escape. Rico's no amateur. He knows Yakuza karate and beats John down hard. He's about to finish John when John reveals he pulled the pin on Rico's grenade. Massive explosion. Rico is killed, but John falls into the water and survives. He's injured but alive. James is beyond relieved he saved his brother. Next day, officers arrest Peter. When he sees Walter's family, Peter swears he didn't do anything wrong. The cops take him away anyway. 2 days later, John's at the beach remembering his mom. His anger was always tied to her, and that's why he left. But now he's happy here with his family. Mr. K shows up and is surprised John stayed. John refuses to leave. He's staying with his family. Mr. K says, "You took out Rico and ended the Yakuza's reign of terror here. That's a good thing, because they were killing our people and harassing Hawaiians. That's why I'm letting you live. Also, the name of your mother's killer is written on this piece of paper. What you do next is up to you." Mr. K leaves. John shows James the name of his mother's killer. James says, "You should have had my support back then to kill him, but I didn't give it. This time, I won't stop you. And I think Walter sent you that flash drive to bring you back to your family," which it did. John reveals they now have $2 million on that flash drive, and they can all live happily together. John burns the paper with his mother's name on it. Both brothers start enjoying life with their family.